Holt, my man, I'm Chris Taylor. I'm the social media manager over at Marcus Theaters. How are you, brother?
I'm great, Chris. Nice to be with you.
Oh man, it's a pleasure. I appreciate you taking some time to sit down with me today. It means a lot.
Anytime.
Awesome. I'll take you up on that maybe one day. You never know. So, dude, congratulations. Wrath of Man was awesome. I just saw the film the other day and it was brilliant. Like, it was such a fun. I always have a good time with Guy Ritchie films, always, but this was a great film, man. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I was really happy I was chosen for this part. I knew it was going to be a good role, and obviously, Guy is a very unique, very successful director, and and Jason is a huge international star. Do you know what I mean? For me. It was a great opportunity to play a cool part, but also just to have fun making a cool movie.
Well, I don't know how you couldn't have fun, with a film like that, especially the scene, the action scene at the end, which I won't give too much away, but guys taking rounds in armored suits. I mean, you literally can't get any bigger than that. You know what I mean? Like that's incredible.
Yeah, well, look, people have come to expect great action sequences in Guy's films, and this film is no exception. That big climactic shootout in Act 3. It's a trip, man. When we were shooting it, because Guy often, because he is a tremendously confident guy, and he has great creative instincts. He'll sometimes take something in a direction that's unexpected. So you have to kind of stay light on your feet. You know what I mean? And you're going through it. But for me, it was fun. It was exciting. I came to the process thinking, look, this is not the occasion to take myself too seriously. You know what I mean? And to spend too much time agonizing over certain details about the character. Let me give myself over to this experience with Guy and with Jason and with this tremendous supporting cast, and just go out there and have a good time.
Well, you can tell that you did. And it was funny, I was looking over my notes ahead of our chat just a moment ago, and you, like, of all the cast, you really embodied kind of like the Americanized version of some of the way that Guy Ritchie stylizes his English characters, like just in the way that they say things, or the way, like, I'm not sure I'm following you, what I think you're saying, you know what I mean? Like, you really brought that kind of character, but more into like an American style. And I noticed that Bullet was really one of the only ones that did that. And so it was just really cool watching you kind of embrace that Guy Ritchie style, to the way he builds his characters. It was brilliant.
Yeah, well, listen, I've said this before today in a couple of other interviews, but just because of what you just said, Guy Ritchie's style as a filmmaker, and also his personal style just as a guy, it's very infectious. He's not just a guy who directs movies. He has a whole orientation toward life. That would be like saying Ralph Lauren is a guy who designs clothes.
Right.
Yes, he does do that, but it's much more than that, isn't it? It's a whole kind of worldview. It's a whole sensibility. And when you think of him, you think of a certain kind of like, a certain style, it evokes something in you. You attach certain emotions to it. And I think that guy, it's very rare. Not everybody has that, but Guy Ritchie does. And so, it's this archetype of the elegant gangster, right? Mm-hmm. So you're a rough customer, but you're a rough customer in a beautifully tailored suit from Savile Row, and you
well said. I love that.
But do you know what I mean? But you're still be a guy who's a deep thinker. You still get so that was what it was like for me. If you say that it crept into the performance, I would argue that it did that because I wanted it to do that. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm there and I'm available to the whole thing, and it rubs off. You spend too much time around Guy Ritchie, I promise you, you're going to be wearing a beautiful tailored suit with a pocket square. It's only a matter of time. It's like they say about guys who move to Texas. Takes a few weeks, but eventually they go out and they buy the hat. They go buy that Stetson, right? And if you move to England to do a movie with Guy Ritchie, you're going to be wearing a beautiful handmade suit, and it's not going to take too long.
Well, hey, man, I love that. Holt, thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it. Wrath of Man was great. I can't wait to show it in our theaters, on May 7th. Nothing but blessings and good fortune to you, my friend. I can't wait to see more of your movies back on our big screen, and I'm excited for Wrath of Man.
Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, Chris. Have a great day, man. Nice to meet you.
You too, my friend. We'll see you.